guys, welcome to the channel. We have the 1K carbon Speedtail here out on display. You can see the other three hypercar McLarens behind it. So today we're going to do a little bit of a walkthrough with Triple F Jason.
Triple F J.
And MSO_Brett.
Don't forget the underscore.
Don't forget it. So we're going to walk through a little bit, kind of show you our Speedtail, what makes our Speedtail different from all the others.
And special.
And special.
I call it specialer, but that's just me. What makes it specialer?
Well, that's because you're special. We're going to cut that out.
Okay.
Because that's really special of you.
Well, you're specialer.
Thank you.
Okay.
But anyway, so we're going to take a walk around here, and if you get really close, you can see the 1K weave. And they only made 6 Speedtails in the 1K carbon, and they made 3 of the 1K tinted. And this is the only Speedtail that they produced that has the 1K tinted carbon weave with the contour packs on the side. So if we come around here, we can see a little bit of the contour pack. And it's painted here. You can really see the good contrast. So it's painted over the 1K carbon. So it's kind of where the airflow hits it, and that is painted in cerulean blue. And you can see it up here on the vents. So very, very select few got the 1K carbon. It was a $560,000 option to do the full body 1K carbon.
So what did other people do? Did other people just do accents in 1K? Do you know?
Yeah, so some people did accents in 1K. Some people didn't do any 1K. Some people did regular carbon. You know, with the Speedtail, what's cool about it is it's completely bespoke. You could pretty much talk to your liaison and do whatever you wanted to do, whether it's 1K, regular, painted, anything of that nature.
I love the 1K. I think the 1K makes this car.
It does.
It's such a new technology, and it kind of just goes with the overall theme of this car, just high-tech, new technology.
Well, I mean, it's such a bespoke car that, like, this is the ultimate bespoke carbon option is the 1K. So normally with a standard carbon, you have 3,000 fibers per thread. So the cool thing with this 1K is it's 1,000 fibers per thread, and it's also titanium infused, which makes it stronger. So it's lighter, it's stronger, and it gives you the ability to have this really unique bespoke look to the carbon that doesn't look like any other regular carbon out there.
Well, if you have something this beautiful, what do you have to do?
You got to make it bespoke.
And you got to bling it out. This is one of my favorite parts, the bling. The bling ring right here. All platinum badging.
So yeah, so that is platinum badging. So we have the front badge in platinum. We have the rear McLaren badge in platinum. And we also have the rear Speedtail emblem in platinum.
Every beauty needs platinum is what I like to say.
That's right. So along with that, very few people got the platinum badging. We were able to see it next to another Speedtail in the shop that didn't have the platinum badging, and you could really see the difference when they were side by side.
It almost has like an elegant feel to it when it's spelled out in the platinum badging.
It does. I mean, it was a little bit
apart.
more, you know, not to take away from anybody else's, but you know, it looked like a just standard badge. So with a car this bespoke and this special, you're already doing the 1K. You're already spending, you know, probably with all the carbon options, all the secondary 1K and interior options, we're over $1 million in options on this Speedtail, which was confirmed to us, which makes it the most expensive Speedtail produced.
Wow.
Another option that makes up that $1 million price tag on MSO is the roof scoop that we spec'd. It's a full 1K carbon roof scoop. This whole panel, you can see the split in the roof, comes all the way down, gets lifted off, and comes in a really nice decorative box for display. It's probably my favorite feature of the car. Can't wait to see it. Should be here in a couple weeks.
It's so cool too, because I originally thought that this was just painted, but this is also 1K carbon that fades into the black. So the scoop will also be the 1K carbon fading into the black.
And also on the spine of the roof scoop, it has a cutout so you can see this brake light or daytime running light through the roof scoop as well. Another cool option is the 24 karat gold heat shield.
A little hard to see, but it's there.
Which was a $35,000 option. So these things add up quickly.
Well, it was crazy too, because when we first got the 675, we thought that roof scoop was very expensive because that was a $53,000, $54,000 option on the 675. So this option was more like 150,000, I believe.
Well, look what a big piece it is. All that big piece with 1K carbon.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, you could get like 3 GT350s for the price of the roof scoop. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Or a house.
Or a house, yes. I guess you could get a house, correct. But you know, and there's
Our
also...
roof scoops are cool.
It was a no-brainer option. So.
Yes. So while we finish up the exterior, I just wanted to point out that there's like a secondary carbon pack on the car, which includes things like the wiper blade, how that's in 1K carbon. So that could just be not carbon. It could be standard carbon or the 1K. So bringing in the 1K carbon to that. And then also the wheel covers. And there's other little bits here and there that make up this secondary pack, but we did everything in 1K carbon to match and get it as highly spec'd as we possibly could for fitting of a completely bespoke car.
So if you're gonna do it, right?
That's right.
Before we jump into the interior, I want to touch on the exterior colors. So majority of the body is going to be in Modica or Modica blue, and then the contour pack is going to be the cerulean, and it also has the Burton blue ring around the center locks, as well as the calipers.
So very cool, 3 different blues. So we're gonna head on to the interior where we're actually gonna drive and experience most of it. So, oh, what is that? We don't need that.
Okay, my favorite thing is getting into the driver's seat from the wrong side of the car.
Okay, well, let's see the proper way to get in this.
Proper way?
Or improper way, I don't know.
Well, the proper way is however you choose, you know?
That is true.
No one can tell you the proper way because you have to determine that for yourself. A little bit of a work, but it's really not as bad as it seems. Yeah, it does have a fighter jet type of feel. When you first get in, all this up top stuff comes into view. And you really feel like, yeah, it does, it feels like a spaceship.
I think we should all 3 get in right now. Let's just all 3 jump in it. Should we?
Let's do it.
You're invited, come on in.
Am I invited?
You're invited, come on in.
Well, and it's already pretty dirty, and you can see we had this out last night. You can see how dirty it is. We just wiped it off real quick so we could see a little bit of the 1K, but we had this out in the rain last night, and we quickly this morning wanted to show off the carbon a little bit, or else we would have just left it in the rain. So another really cool little thing is it has XP3 written on the sill here, and that can change colors. Hey guys, just wanted to send a note to my past self who decided not to explain what XP3 meant for the experimental prototype. So real quick, we're just gonna cover what the XP for the XP3 means. So they developed a handful of experimental prototype cars above and beyond the 106 models that were produced. So we got XP3. So this specifically was used for development. A few things here. One of the things is the contour pack that you'll see. Also for the 1K carbon. So on the 1K carbon, you can see where we mentioned in the video where you can see it painted over the 1K and how it fades back into the 1K. So this whole process was developed and tested on this specific model of XP3. They also did new material and new leather testing for the nubuck leather and the aniline leather. They also did electrical testing to fit this car and how all the electronics are going to work. They also did the TPT thin ply technology carbon testing on this car. So it was really a testing ground for all the really cool bespoke things that you see on all the other 106 Speedtails and possibly some other experimental prototype cars. So that's really cool to kind of show off the XP3 here. It's in the headrest and it's also on the side of the car.
And it's in my hand.
And it's in his hand. Wow. You have the whole XP3 in your hands. It's like that. Okay, we're gonna get in here.
Come on in.
Got a little handle.
I feel like I get made fun of a little bit for my stature, but hey guys, look how easy it is for me to get in there.
It works perfect for this. So there's a little handle here, so it's easier to get in and out. Very weird to have the screens and cameras for the side view mirrors. Definitely takes some getting used to. That's been a little uncomfortable.
Let's close the right
your door, yeah.
That way there you can get a visual for what it looks like.
Yep, so all your buttons are right up here. There's the door close. Oh, there's a saber. Look at that.
I love that.
There's only 16 of those, you know.
And one's behind us.
What are the odds? What are the odds of that? So, what do you have to say about the interior, Jay?
Love the interior. I really like having you guys sit like beside me, but back enough that I don't have to like see your faces.
I mean, I kind of feel like I'm partially in a back seat, but not in a back seat.
Well, you're not distracting. You know, if you have somebody right next to you, you've distracted a little bit.
Poking his head out back there.
So
I'm comfortable.
As we're going through this, I think we should talk about this thin ply technology, or TPT carbon. So these are ultra thin layers of carbon, and then they are 30 microns thick. I believe are they like piled on top of each other or layered?
Layered at a 45-degree angle.
So okay, so they're layered at a 45-degree angle, and then they're ever so delicately milled down to get this watering effect.
I love that appearance.
You see here, it looks like a cascading waterfall almost. So you see that on the steering wheel. We had it inlaid in the paddle shifters. It's up here where you see all your gear selections and your engine start. It's beautiful.
And if you're also a watch guy, you'll notice the carbon is very similar to the Richard Mille carbon face bezel watches. It was a collaboration that McLaren did with them.
Very cool.
Neat.
So as we go through some of the options on here, you can see this is where our ambiance is at.
Mood lighting, as I like to call it.
Mood lighting.
Let's push that. We have our electrochromic glass.
Yep.
And that just means it changes opacity with electric.
Very good. Would you like to demonstrate?
Okay, so we are in transparent mode, so you can see the transparency here in this little glass visor. So if I go to roof opaque,
it's instant too.
It just went opaque. Now, if you only want to do select, so it's up here, it's on the top here, it's all over the place. So you can select which one you want and do it individually for your bespoke electrochromic options. Correct? So then we control the fans through here. You can do all your regular stuff that you would do and anything else. Those are
defrosters.
Defrosters for the cameras?
For the front and rear.
Oh, for the front and rear cameras. That's interesting.
it's important.
It is.
Exit out of there.
Yeah, so just a couple more options here. We just go through our reading lights. We each have a reading light. All lights on, all lights off. You can go to your ambient lighting. You can select any color you want here in the full spectrum. You can do the cockpit, the footwell, or all, and your brightness can go up and down. So that's what you control all that from this main screen here. You can go back, your navigation's over there.
Navi. There we are.
There we are, guys.
There we are.
We're here. And then the other screen is really your multimedia function and your phone.
Media. Jam out there. I like how you can kind of pull some of the menus over. Bam. I like to do on stage. Just a personal preference.
I like that too. I'm more like the 3-seat, the true sound, but optimized for all seats.
Oh, I don't care about you guys. I'm the driver. So we're going to go on stage because I feel like I'm on stage kind of being up here.
That makes sense.
You're a little bit back there.
I like that.
Tones. Yep, just keep it simple. Bowers and Wilkins, can't go wrong. Love it.
Yep. So then just kind of finishing up everything, you have your door open and closing here. You have your window, so everything's really centralized towards the top, like a plane. And you have your gear selections, your engine start. You have your velocity mode.
Like a jet, sorry.
Well, it's not like a jet because jets actually don't have their controls up top because if you think about it, it's all glass. Okay? So it's like a plane because planes have it up top.
I stand corrected.
Because I got corrected on that about 3 weeks ago.
It just feels like a jet. I don't care what anybody says.
No, it does feel like a jet.
Not all jets are glass like that. They watch Top Gun too much. Tell them to get out.
You're right. Okay.
Okay.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
Let's touch on velocity
Active,
mode.
velocity mode, yeah.
So velocity mode, it's going to hunker down the car. I believe it's 35 millimeters. It's going to pull in all the cameras so you get the lowest coefficient of drag as possible. I believe it does a couple other things. I forget. There's a lot of things it does by pulling in the camera.
But velocity mode, it just sounds cool.
It's for top speed, so the top speed's 250 miles per
And
hour.
it's blue. Love that.
You're going to get all 1,035 horsepower, all 848 foot-pounds of torque, and you're going to be able to reach your maximum of 250 miles per hour in velocity mode. It does have a 308 horsepower electric motor.
What else? My key holder. I got a little handy key holder. If I don't want to hold it or put it in my pocket, I'll put it right down here. If you can kind of, right there.
That's
Nice.
cute, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys have a little storage compartment also.
It is.
If you want to put something down there.
Another really interesting note about the Speedtail compared to the P1 and how far the technology has come. So the battery in the Speedtail is 4 times less dense, but twice as efficient. So that's in 5 years.
Wow.
4 or 5 years. So that's incredible that you can have 4 times less dense and double the power, double the efficiency of the battery.
Did Elon help him with that?
I would assume.
So the combination is 1,035 horsepower.
Okay.
845 pound-foot of torque.
848, maybe something like
somewhere
that.
around
But anyway, I'm really tired of being in the car with all three of you idiots.
Yeah, I am too.
Well, let me start it up and go into velocity mode.
Okay,
Can I do that?
Yes.
Can we hear the engine? I want to hear those horsies come alive.
Let's hear the horsies.
Ready?
We're ready.
Ready for it. Check one.
3, 2, 1. All right, everybody buckle up. We've gone through the interior, we've gone through the exterior. Now what's left to do? What's left?
Drive it.
We're gonna go drive this thing in velocity mode and go as fast as we possibly can.
Well,
monsoon.
maybe not in the rain. That's as fast as we possibly can. Oh my gosh.
I say we just go 250 in the rain. Anyway, buckle up. I'm gonna buckle. We're gonna shut the door.
I'm gonna buckle.
And we hope the camera car can follow.
Don't know where my buckle is.
We'll see you
There
on
it
the
is.
road, guys.
Bye. We're pulling out here.
What are you doing over there?
Nice little rainy drive.
Probably should.
This is my first drive ever in a Speedtail. And it does, the center driving position, like everybody says, it feels so natural. Feels like a go-kart. I just want to go and cart two of my friends around. How many times do you think these Speedtails have been in the rain? Is this a first? First for me.
It's not a first for the Triple F collection, but probably one of the only Speedtails that this will happen to. You've driven the Bugatti. How does this feel? Does this feel very Bugatti Chiron-esque in terms of how smooth and power delivery?
I do feel like it does. That's a very good way to put it. It's very smooth, very crisp, very clean. I feel like I have full control and full power under my control here.
Wow, that was I love
A
that.
lot of controls. I love it.
Right?
See, I can tell that you're hugging the left more because, like, I think you
Just
you naturally
naturally.
want to be over here
Yeah.
in your seating position.
That's a good point.
I'm hugging the left.
Yeah, because
Like,
naturally
like
you
your
drive
body
here.
is going to be, so your eyes are used to being closer to the center line.
Okay, good point.
Well, I will say that these side seats are pretty damn comfortable. I'm
absolutely fine.
I'm 6'3", 220 pounds, and it's not bad. Oh, it feels good. It feels so weird being over here. Like, you're over the line almost right now.
Not really close.
Dude,
Was that close?
dude, you are like on the line.
Okay, I gotta get over. I gotta squeeze over. Okay, this is a Speedtail for God's sake.
Get your stuff together, man.
This is extremely smooth.
It is. Very, very smooth.
Like, due to the carbon tub on all the other McLarens, there's a lot of vibration and yeah,
Breakage. Yep, I pushed harder, it stopped harder.
the chassis of the Speedtail is actually original to the Speedtail because the passenger seats are carved out of the chassis.
So it's like they just put padding like on the chassis to make seats.
Yeah.
Ask Ashley to open the gate.
Will you call and open the gate for us? Or no, use your clicker.
She has a clicker, don't be an idiot.
I already said that before you. How about you not repeat me?
Stop repeating me.